Disney World is packed with amazing rides, but let's be honest, not every attraction is a hit. Some are outdated, some are just plain boring, and others are so uncomfortable they leave you questioning your life choices. After digging into fan reviews, forums, and Disney experts, I've put together the definitive list of the 10 worst rides at Walt Disney World. Let's get into it. At number 10 is the Astro Orbiter in Magic Kingdom. Astro Orbiter looks cool towering over Tomorrowland, but looks are deceiving. The ride is essentially Dumbo in space, except you're crammed into tiny rockets with no legroom, waiting in a painfully slow elevator just to get to the loading platform. Once you're up, you spin in circles. Not thrilling, just dizzying. And if you're even a little afraid of heights, it's a nerve-wracking experience. The view of Magic Kingdom is nice, but with the long wait times and uncomfortable seating, most guests leave saying it wasn't worth it. At number 9 is Barnstormer. Barnstormer is meant to be a kid's introduction to roller coasters, but even children leave underwhelmed. Themed after Goofy's stunt plane, this ride clocks in at less than a minute long. By the time you climb the lift hill, it's already over. Parents routinely complain that the long waits simply aren't worth the payoff, especially when younger kids could have the same thrill from other family coasters in Orlando. It's not dangerous, it's not offensive, it's just short, basic, and forgettable. At number 8 is Gran Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros. Hidden inside Epcot's Mexico Pavilion, Gran Fiesta Tour should be a charming cultural boat ride. Instead, it feels like Disney took the easy way out. Guests float past screens where Donald Duck is digitally pasted into footage of Mexican landmarks, paired with a few clunky animatronics. The finale song and firework effects are fun, but they don't save what many describes as a Mexican It's a Small World. It isn't terrible, but it's not memorable either. And in a park built on innovation, it feels lazy. Many fans are just begging for a Coco retheme to give it real magic. Next up, we have The Seas with Nemo and Friends. This one frustrates fans because it had so much potential. The ride is attached to one of the largest aquariums in the United States, big enough to fit Spaceship Earth inside. Yet instead of showcasing that, you board slow-moving clamshells and watch projected Nemo characters swim across screens. For kids, it's cute. For adults, it's one of Disney's dullest rides. The finale, when you finally see the real aquarium, is the highlight, which just proves the ride misses its chance.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Seas with Nemo and Friends.
Guests often leave thinking they'd rather spend time exploring the tanks instead of drifting through this watered-down experience. At number 6 is Magic Kingdom's Carousel of Progress. This ride is literally Disney history in motion. Walt Disney personally worked on this attraction for the 1964 World's Fair.
But no one can improve on nature for drying clothes.
But decades later, it's badly showing its age. The rotating theater is full of stiff, malfunctioning animatronics, and the final scene still references car phones and laser discs. Fans love its nostalgic charm, but many admit the show feels tired and neglected. It's a piece of Disney's past worth preserving, but in its current state, it feels more like an outdated museum exhibit than a living attraction. Without a serious update, Carousel of Progress risks becoming a badly kept relic.
Dream come true for you and me, so there's a great big...
Halfway down the list, we have It's a Small World. Few rides are more polarizing than It's a Small World. Some guests love its global message of peace, while others call it the most annoying boat ride ever built. The dolls with their glassy stares are often described as creepy, and the song, playing on repeat for nearly 15 minutes, is infamous for sticking in your head for the rest of the day. Originally groundbreaking at the 1964 World's Fair, today it feels like a test of patience. If nostalgia saves it for you, great, but for many, It's a Small World has overstayed its welcome. At number 4 is Na'vi River Journey. Navi River Journey is visually stunning, but fans agree it's a letdown. You drift past glowing screens and Pandora-inspired scenery, waiting for the ride's one saving grace, the shaman animatronic at the end. She's one of Disney's most impressive figures ever built. But one character can't carry an entire attraction. The ride is slow, has no clear story, and ends just as it starts to get interesting. Worst of all, wait times often exceed 60 minutes, leaving many guests frustrated. For something that should feel magical, Navi River Journey often leaves people asking, was that really it? Coming into the top 3, we have Mission Space. If you've heard of the infamous Disney barf bags, this is the ride. Mission Space's orange version straps you into a claustrophobic pod, then spins you into a centrifuge to stimulate a rocket launch. The result? 2.5 Gs of force pressing you into your seat. Some riders love the intensity, but countless others stagger off dizzy, nauseous, or worse. Even the green version with less spinning still feels outdated thanks to low-resolution screens and a thin storyline. For many, this is less space adventure and more motion sickness simulator, which is why it's constantly ranked among Disney's least enjoyable attractions. At number 2 is Tomorrowland Speedway. Tomorrowland is supposed to showcase the future, but nothing says retro disappointment like noisy gas-powered go-karts. Tomorrowland Speedway takes up a massive footprint in Magic Kingdom, yet all it offers is a smelly slow ride on a bland track with cars that can't even steer properly. Kids may enjoy pretending to drive, but parents complain about the fumes, noise, and wasted space. Fans have begged Disney to update it with electric cars or replace it entirely, but for now it's stuck in neutral. As far as Tomorrowland goes, this ride is firmly stuck in the past. And finally, at number 1 is the Purple Dragon himself, Journey into Imagination with Figment. Fans want to love this ride because Figment is Epcot's mascot, but the current version is widely considered a disaster. Compared to the beloved original, today's ride feels cheap and uninspired. The animatronics are stiff, the effects are glitchy, and the storyline is confusing at best. Even kids often walk out unimpressed. The saddest part? It replaced one of Epcot's most creative attractions ever and never lived up to its potential. Fans regularly rank it dead last, and until Disney gives it a full overhaul, it will remain the worst ride in Disney World. So those are the 10 rides you can safely skip when you visit Disney World next. Which one would you single out as your personal worst? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to check out our 10 best rides video to see the other side of the story.